everybody, welcome to Caketastic Cakes. It's Jen and I'm going to show you how to make an iron golem from Minecraft out of gum paste. Now if you guys have any supplies or tools you need, check the description below. You will find some links and they might be able to help you. Alright, now we're going to get going on our iron golem. I know you're all like, what, more Minecraft figures, right? But no. Minecraft is still going strong, and here's the proof of it. I'm still getting orders for this stuff. So here's my iron golem. I started out with rolling out some light gray gum paste, pretty darn thick, as you can see here, and I made two long rectangles to make the legs. And then I made the same thickness, a shorter little rectangle that goes across the top of the two legs. Doesn't quite go to the edge of the two legs. It stops short on either side, and that's going to be its pelvis, I guess we'll call it. I'm taking my lollipop sticks, ramming them up through the legs, and I'm trying to do it more toward the inside of the legs because I want it to also go into that pelvic piece that we just made. Make sure everything stays nice and squared off. You know, I'm using my Fondant smoothing paddles to make sure my edges stay pretty nice and sharp and tidy. And here's what I was talking about. So when the lollipop sticks are on the inside of the legs, you still have the space between them, which we should have, and it manages to go through the pelvis area. So it'll hold on nice and tight. And it'll also go into, bam, that giant rectangle there. That is its torso, I'm going to say. It's just the same thickness as everything else. I want to say maybe it's a half an inch. Like, it's a pretty good thickness. Same thickness once again. I cut a rectangle out. It's going to be its little head. I'm attaching it with a piece of dried spaghetti because I just thought it might work. And I don't know. You could use a lollipop stick if you want. I just don't ever use any toothpicks or anything like that because I do a lot, of course, as you can notice, kids stuff. And I don't want any little kid ever grabbing anything and taking a bite and getting hurt, which almost happened to my son. So it's pretty important to me. All right, two more long rectangles for his arms. And the arms are actually very long. If you look at pictures of an iron golem, you'll see they go almost down to the ground, like he's pretty brute up top. He's got lots of arms and chest days in, not too many leg days in. Okay, so square him off. See how it's stuck there? Square him off, make sure he's nice and sharp. This little tiny piece of gray rectangle there is going to be his nose, so make it, maybe half the thickness of everything else you got going on right now. I'm rolling out some brown pretty darn thin. I'm going to make these into his eyes. So I'm going to make big rectangles that are going to fill up most of the side of his face. They're a good size. His nose is going to also overlap it a little bit, so don't worry about that part. Just make sure when you place them you have equal amount of room up top and down below and a little bit of room on the sides, you see? So you got a little bit of the side of his face showing. Once you get those in, then you can add the water to your nose and stick it in place and cover it up a little bit and it'll be just fine. Now roll out some black really, really thin. I'm going to make two little rectangles. They're hard to see right there and there. They're really hard to see, but I made them. They're going to be just small enough to fit inside the brown part of the eyes, and you can see brown on three sides. It goes up against the nose like that. You see? And I'm taking this color, which is brown and black, that I mixed together, and I'm going to make his big, heavy brow with it. So roll it out kind of thick, maybe half the thickness of the nose. Put it across the forehead so it overlays the top of the eyes a little bit. And there you go. There's his face. Now I'm using my edible food coloring markers. I have light green and dark green, so I'm using those. I'm going up the one side of his body and just kind of making angles, just sharp right angles, just lines and angles and bends. And make sure nothing's squiggly or, curly. It has to be all nice and angled. And this is supposed to represent the vines that are growing up the one side of the golem's body. So now I'm going over it with my darker green marker. It's my edible food coloring marker. And just the same thing. I did the sides of his arm and his leg a little bit. And yeah, that's it. Now I'm doing black. I'm just putting little dashes and lines just to kind of make him look a little more pixelated, a little more, I don't know, rock golem-y. Iron golem-y. But you know how Minecraft figures are all kind of pixelated, sort of? And yeah, pixelated is really the only word. So that's just the effect I'm going for there. For our final touch on our iron golem, I took some red, rolled it out really nice and thin, cut out some little tiny squares, And I'm putting a couple of them here and there in the green, just to represent the little flowers that sometimes grow. And there you go. You got an iron golem, and Minecraft isn't going anywhere. So I hope you found this video helpful. And if you like and subscribe, I find that helpful. So please check out my other videos. I got a lot of Minecraft out there. You could make an amazing cake with my videos. And as always, guys, thank you for watching Caketastic Cakes.